Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading will be for my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for the upcoming week of November 18th, 2019. So I have amazing news. On the 20th, praise almighty, Mercury will be going direct. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And then of course, we'll still have some days afterwards, right, with the shadow period of it, to where we'll have to wait for it to be completely travel, communication, technology will completely back in alignment with what you want, right? Acting right. And then also on the 22nd, we say adios to Scorpio season and we start into Sagittarius season, which I'm excited about because Scorpio season was all about introspection and healing and digging deep and the subconscious and all those emotions and all that stuff, right? The water signs, which y'all probably deal well with, but I didn't. And we're moving into party, we're moving into the sun, we're moving into being more assertive and doing more work externally versus internally. What are the major themes for my water signs for the upcoming week of November 18, 2019, please? So, angel number 829, water signs. 829, look it up, see if it resonates with you. Interestingly enough, last week's topic was about y'all balancing out y'all masculine and feminine energy. We have two circle suits, right, which is about money, working hard, or letting the money come to you. Look, it looks like for some of you, by being more assertive, being more aggressive, you are opening up the gates to success, right? So you are putting yourself out there, you are digging deep and overcoming maybe some shyness, maybe some self-esteem issues, right? Some timidity. And by doing that, you are putting yourself in alignment with financial abundance and success. Because look at this, South card is right next to it. So I love that. And right next to the South card, you got the five circles dragon, which is all about money. And look, five, we're still in the five universal month anyway, which is all about change and spontaneity, sudden change, right? Success. So it looks like things are going your way as a result of your having done the work. I love that. Another five. Very interesting. And two ones, too. So then y'all got the one bamboo peacock, the one circle pearl, and then five bamboo lotus. All about that healing energy. One bamboo peacock. Success, right? But making sure that she's not being distracted, not resting on her laurels, kind of looking around for the next mountain to climb, right? Because she's reaching her peak. She's also a very mature woman. Now, I think this is interesting that she came out next to the pearl, right? Because she's not looking at herself. Although you would think that an older woman would be more introspective, and then the younger woman is looking at herself and she's looking in her direction. So this could be a week where a older woman is young, learning something from a younger woman, or it could be a man too, but I just get very maternal energy, right? Like a grandma or something like that. And she's acquired a lot, but she's looking, again, I just said that she's looking for the next mountain to scale, right? So now her wisdom comes from learning from the youth, because the pearl is all about money too. She's getting money as well, but she's more in tune with her emotions, right? She's more in tune with her divinely feminine and divinely masculine energy. So if you're an older woman, you could be looking at a younger woman, asking for advice, or as kind of like a role model type situation, even though they're younger, or something like that. Or even as far as money matters go, right? Because the peacock has acquired success, but she still has some roadblocks ahead of her coming, right? So you could be seeking out advice from a younger woman, maybe even on YouTube. Five bamboo lotus. So again, five is about change, but this is about healing. Again, be vulnerable. So if you are an older person and you are seeking advice from a younger person, then that's okay. Be vulnerable. Put yourself out there. Just let it be known. Because you never know. Anybody can teach anybody anything, right? I don't like it when people are like, well, would you take advice from a person who is not, where you want to be? Like, they'll be like, oh, I'm not going to take, advice about buying a house from a homeless person. I'm like, yes, I would, because they can tell you what not to do, right? Or a broke person. Why would you take money advice from a broke person? It's like, well, they can tell you what not to do. Depending on the circumstances under which they found themselves in that situation, they may have made some bad investments, some bad moves, and now they can tell you, like, don't do this, right? So That was a strong message that came through for y'all. Okay, so two circles, pine. So the pine is about stability. Two is about balance, partnership. Um, you have these two ones, right? And we're coming out of that 1111 portal where we were manifesting things. So this is like manifesting along with the divine. That's crazy because I've had to do this reading multiple times due to technology and the same cards came out. So I love that. The universe is like, hey, I said what I said. A bamboo mushroom. So about being unconventional, being unexpected, some unconventional karma too. So something odd could happen to you this week. You could have an odd encounter with a younger girl. Maybe something going on in a relationship too. I see an older woman, a younger woman, and a younger man. So again, some of y'all could have some kind of relationship issues going on. The tiger is also here. This is like the Aries card. He's very aggressive. He's assertive. So these two cards are the exact opposite, right? You have the pine. He's about stability, writing. He's a nurturer, right? He's very practical. And then you have the tiger who is more aggressive. He's older. He's bigger. He's stronger. And then you have the older woman who's more mature, right? Established, and then you have the younger woman. This is interesting. Then you have a baby. Some of y'all got some relationship stuff going. Y'all got all these people here. Wow. With money though, money coming out of it, and some karmic stuff being released as well. Wow, this is an interesting reading. Okay, so you got the white card, which is about starting new, right? Blank slate, being in tune with the divine, being on a divine path. But it came with the guardian, the woodcutter. So I feel like you could have some issues this week being listening to your intuition, water signs, being aligned with your true self, listening to the universe, what they want you to do, as opposed to what you want to do, right? Especially if you have some type of love triangle situation going on or quadrangle or whatever, because it's like everybody here. uh, or if you need to seek out advice from others, right, you may not want to do that. And the universe is like, I'm telling you where you can get this resolved and you're not listening. So the advice would just be to cut through the shyness, cut through the ego, because that's what the woodcutter is doing. He's cutting through the ego. I think it's interesting that you have the pine, which is about stability, right? The pine tree is a good sign, but then you have the woodcutter here being like, cut through the bull. Don't let anything come in your way. This is about your abundance and fertility, interestingly enough, underneath the baby. And they're trying to get you to the next level, but you have to let go of the ego. And that's also why we have these eights. Oh yeah, some of y'all straight got a love situation going on, no doubt in my mind. Look at these cards. Look at these cards. Look, y'all got all these people here. It's animals in this deck too. Look, commence. So starting something new, right? Could be with a younger guy, and you are an older woman, right? A younger, more stable woman walking out of this fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Starting to look at this. All these people are here. This is blowing my mind. Six circles, peach. She's about romance. She's about creativity. She's about being divinely feminine. So some of you are stepping into that and you are attracting stability. You're attracting men who are stable. Look at this. He's here twice. The good guy is here twice. So some of you could have like options in men. Six is also about nurturing. It's about abundance, home, being stable, but being comfortable, right? Not just stable like I got four walls, but like luxury. And then the last card, the two circles pine again. Look at all these men here. Look at this. The first card is the Aries card, the aggressive card, and the last card is the pine. So again, we still have some of that energy from last week balancing those out. There's some new beginnings for y'all. Y'all got money here, y'all got success, a lot of romantic energy going with a lot, but it's a lot of people here. So that could be your message too. So some of y'all may be seeking out romantic advice from a younger woman, because it's too much going. Look at all these people here. I mean, you have the older woman, the younger woman. I mean, everybody. So I would suggest that you follow the path of the good guy. Get the younger guy, the more stable guy. Don't go after the wild card. We're not in that energy anymore. And make sure that you are listening to what the universe is trying to tell you. Cut through the ego, right? Don't go after people who look good, but your gut is telling you no, or they make a lot of money, or this. So really listen to your ego this week. I mean, your ego to the divine. Look at that, Mercury retrograde. That's interesting. Look, I'm not even a nosy person, but now y'all got me curious. All right, Pisces. 4-1 loot. Hi, loot. I ain't seen you in a while. 242. Angel number 242 Pisces. Look it up, see if it resonates with you. So, this is all about fun. He's also an older man. So, some of y'all could be receiving advice from an older person, older guy. It could be a relative who's passed on. It could still be here. It could be an older boss, uncle, man down the street who be sitting on the porch all the time, right? But this is about you being in balance, you being cooperative, you just dancing to the beat of your own drum, your own lute, doing what makes you happy. The lute is about joy, happiness. So you've already been through the storm, Pisces. Now is your time to play. That's good. And to build stability. Scorpio. Chrysanthemum. Interesting. Angel number 3737 Scorpio. Look it up, see if it resonates. This is interesting because we had the older woman. Well, we had everybody, but we had the older woman first in the general reading. So this is about being grounded, right? Being stable, because we also had the pine, and pine trees are wood, right? Earth signs. So some of you could be dealing with the earth sign, but this is also about you being grounded, making sure, Scorpio, that you're grounded in reality. Because I know with Scorpio season and we're dealing with all these emotions, and so we're driven by these emotions. But realize that Scorpio season is winding down, baby. These are y'all last days. So as we move into Sagittarius season, you need to be more outward with what you want. You need to be more aggressive. You need to be more explicit, right? Don't just do things based on your emotions. And Cancer. One circle pearl. All right, Cancer. Angel number 101. Look it up, see if it resonates with you. So, we have the pearl who is listening to herself, who's in tune with herself, who's admiring herself too. Cancer, it's time for you to just focus on yourself, right? Focus on you. The money is coming. It's at her feet. She's not worried about it. She ain't working hard. She ain't doing too much, right? She balancing out the masculine and feminine energies. She's allowing herself to receive. She's done the work. She ain't lazy by any means. But now she's in more receptive energy, and she's more in tune with her emotions. She's more in tune with the divine. What does the universe want from me, right? And that's what the message that came through in the general reading. So this is time for you to focus on yourself. She's looking at herself. There's nobody else in that mirror but her. What do your emotions want? What do you want for yourself? Focus on yourself this week, Cancer. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Peace out.